Right, split testing is a crucial part of any marketer's armory. It is the only real way that you can quantifiably, statistically, with evidence and proof, know that whether your changes or proposed changes to a landing page will make any difference. Far too many people will ask Facebook groups, their friends, their family, their partners, whoever it might be, for their opinion. Do you like this page or not? First of all, wrong audience. The audience you need to speak to are the people who are using it. So that will be the people, your prospects, your customers, and so on. And the second one is, anecdotal and subjective opinions are worth diddly squat. What you need to do is ensure that any changes you make are going to be the best changes, and if they're not, discard them and make other changes and test again. And that's what split testing is all about. So what is split testing? Well, it's often called A/B testing or A/B split testing, but all the same thing. It's basically how you can statistically prove that proposed changes to a page are the ones that will make the best difference and a positive difference to your conversion rates. You take a copy of a page, you've got one page, you take a copy, you make a change to it, maybe the headline, for example. So you've got one page, two page, one with a different headline, and then you send equal amounts of traffic to both. So everybody who comes has a 1 in 2 chance or 50% chance of being sent to one of these two pages. So always with two variations of your page. And then you test that traffic and you see which wins. Now, when you have a significant level of confidence, you take the winner, whichever that might be, whatever you think about what looks best, whatever your friends and family and Facebook groups and everybody else subjectively tells you, you take the winner and you ditch the loser. So you're left with the one that you know, empirically proven, converts better. And then you take it, split it, make another change. Again, it could be to the headline or maybe to an image on the page or maybe the color scheme or whatever it is you want to do. Take the difference, let it run, wait for the stats to come in, and whichever one's winning, you ditch the loser, take the winner, split again, make another change, and rinse and repeat. So you know that you're taking the winner every time, and you know that the changes you make are going to make a positive difference to your conversion rates. That is A/B split testing. So graphically, this is what it might look like. You take a page. Here we've taken one headline versus two headlines, one image versus two images, and images on the left and the right on the page. We throw the traffic at it. The traffic gets split in half. One is converting at 54%, one is converting at 46%. You ditch the 46%, take the winner, and then maybe try taking away one of the images or replacing it with a video or changing the headline, and do it again and again and again. There are times when you shouldn't split test, okay? These are generally the main reasons. You don't have enough traffic, what we call statistical significance. If you're only getting, if you've got, let's say you roll a dice. If you roll a dice 6 times, chances are you'll get each number once. Maybe you roll that dice 6 times and number 3 comes up more often than the others. After only 6 rolls, you would not say that number 3 is the best option. But if you rolled it 60,000 times, and number 3 came up the most often, then obviously you've got enough numbers to say this one is performing better. So it's exactly the same. If you send 10 people at your split test and you get 6 and 4, it's not really enough, because if another 10 people came along, it might be 4 and 6 in the other way, or 5 and 5. So it's not enough. But once you've got maybe 100 visitors and you're getting 54% versus 46, then you can start to say with some confidence, this one is the winner. Don't run it for too long a period of time, because other things change. People's opinions of your product and service may change. It may be a seasonal time of year like Christmas or something, and there may be reasons why somebody takes one over the other. So don't run it for 3 or 4 months waiting for a result. Run it over a few weeks, and then you can make a decision and change, and then keep testing and keep testing to always be picking the winner. Also, if you run it for 3 or 4 months and you've got a winner after maybe 1 month, those extra 2, 3 and 4th month are just lost opportunity, because you could have been converting better for that longer duration of time. So once you've got your statistical evidence, take the winner, ditch the loser, split it, and rerun another test. How else can you test if you're not split testing? Well, I've put 4 ways here. You can run polls and surveys, again, critically with your target audience. Not your friends and family, not your Facebook group, not your, down the pub. This has got to be people whose opinions matter. Heat mapping, click tracking. Take a look at hotjar.com. T4S.site has a heat map built in. You can see what's going on, what people are clicking on, what they're not clicking on your pages. User test your pages. Usertesting.com is a good one. In person, you can run focus groups, get people in a room, watch people, see what they're doing on your pages and see which ones work best. Again, hotjar.com, also very useful. And pick up the phone and talk to your customers. Don't be afraid of doing your own market research. Did you like this page? Do you prefer this page? Why didn't you convert? Why did you convert? And get your own background. That's great if the traffic is low. Once you've got high traffic, split testing is always going to be the best way. So why is it so bloody good? Well, you're acting on evidence. Not experts, not blogs, not articles, not me, not your mate, not the guy who says he knows everything about it, not the guy who used to work at Apple, not the girl who used to work at Adobe, and all of these sorts of things. You're listening and reading statistical evidence, simple as that. You simply know that one is performing better, and you know that the difference you've made is improving the conversion rate. So as you improve every time, you will be able to get improved conversion rates. So what's the catch? Well, as I say, you need a reasonable amount of traffic to get the stats. If you've got low traffic, it's very hard. You've got to wait a long time, and then we get other factors involved. If you change the audience or the offer, you need to consider the impact, because a different audience that's warmer or hotter, colder, whatever it might be, will change the style of the page you want, and suddenly perhaps neither of these pages are right. So if you change anything significant in what you're offering, or how you're offering, or who you're offering, then you need to restart your split testing process and start again. Also, if you change too much, if you change the headline and the subheading and the image and the video and the color and this and that, how on earth do you know which has made a difference? Because the heading might have been positive, the video might have been negative, the call to action might have been positive, but that list of features might have been negative. So make changes small, make them significant, but don't do lots in one go, otherwise you simply don't know what the improvement came from, and you might pick the winner, split it again, and actually you're discarding what actually made the difference. But that's about it. Literally every successful conversion rate expert will use split testing. They just will. Advert, promotion, landing page, whatever it might be, they will use split testing. And you can split test anything. You can split presentations, cold calls, people you're meeting online, offline, landing pages, web pages, upsells, downsells, anything at all, real life or online, you can split test and follow the stats. So how do you split test? Well, it will depend upon the platform you're using. They all follow exactly the same process, because split testing or A/B testing is exactly the same thing. It's just how you apply it on your different platform. So long as you can split the traffic to one of two pages, then you can follow the stats and pick the winner and go through the process. So let's show a real thing on T4S.site, how we do that on there. Let's go to here. So this is a funnel, very, very simple. I've got a landing page, which is about as simple as you can get, but this is for very warm traffic who are expecting to receive it. It's, you want it, you ask for it, you got it, here you go. And then the second page is simply a thank you page. Normally I'd be doing upselling on there, as we've talked about before, offering them an email list, but I just wanted to give you something very simple just to use in this example. So I'll take my landing page and I will duplicate it. So we'll call this hello 2, version 2, and just to make it clear, I'll just change all this so we've got number 2 after it, just so we can see exactly that we've got 2. So we've got hello, and I'll just drag that up and put that underneath there. So my landing pages are here, number 1, and if I refresh the page, number 1, number 2, number 3. So these are the 2 pages I want to split test, send the traffic equally between the 2. All I do on the first one of the 2 pages, so long as they're next to each other, drop down list, split test. And red bar there is showing that these are now going to be split test. So half the traffic that's sent to the landing page, which is this link up here, will go to the first one, and half will go to the second one instead. Let me quickly make a change just so we can see that there's a difference. So I'll change this one to, instead of blue, maybe I want to check to see if green would be better. And something like that. So it's very simple, just for a demonstration. So that's one page, and I'll flick to the other one, and that's the other page. So blue and green. Right, let's see it in action. So I go to there, I refresh the page, that's the blue one, blue one, blue one, 50% green one. So it's not alternate, it's literally the traffic that's being thrown at it is going to be 50%. Back to blue, green, blue, green. And you can see why you need a certain amount of traffic, because if I'd have chosen the first four, well, 3 of them went to page 1 and the other one went to page 2, so that's no good. So you've got to have a certain amount of traffic to do that. Now I'm just simulating traffic here, and you can see it's switching between one and the other. Okay, let's go back to my funnel. So now, let's say I've built up a lot of stats. I can then look at the stats of the page here, and I can have a look and see here 12 and 8. And let me just open up a new tab. So that's blue one again, and I'll refresh my stats. It's gone to 13. Green one, gone to 9, and so on and so forth. Now, as people click on this button and pay, the conversion number here and the conversion rate, the percentage, will also increase as people are, reacting to the page. So when I've got a significant amount of traffic going to these pages, and I've got a certain number of conversions going through, I'll be able to see very clearly that when this is within the moment 18 and 10 is too significant a difference. If that was, 1800 and 1700, that's more or less 50-50. After a number of traffic, it would balance itself out. I can literally just look at the conversion rates that are going on. Just go right into the bottom here. Could look at the conversion rates that are going on, say this one's converted higher than this one, and therefore it must be winning. It simply must be. It must be the better page. So I could delete that page. I could reduplicate my winning page. So maybe 3. And just drag that up. Refresh the page, so we've now got hello and hello 3 being split test between my 2 red lines. And then I would go in and I'll make a change. I know that the winning one was blue, but maybe I want to test the headline. It's me, Simon Goodchild. Hello. A pure example about what we could do. Make it perhaps more friendly. Okay, so now we're going to refresh the page. One's blue. Hello, it's me, Simon Goodchild. It's me, Simon Goodchild. Just Simon Goodchild. Simon Goodchild. Simon Goodchild. Simon Goodchild. And so on. It's me, Simon Goodchild, hello. It's me, Simon Goodchild, hello. And there's literally a 50-50 chance of which page they'll go. And then I can go back to the stats and I can see what's going. And I'll know which day I started on, so I'll know exactly what's going on in terms of here. That's it. Very, 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 very simple, but makes absolute common sense when you think about it. And that is split testing.